What's up, Suns Nation? Ja Morant is officially on the market, and while it might sound like a long shot, the Phoenix Suns could actually be the perfect landing spot for the Grizzlies star. The site Valley of the Suns ran a trade simulation and a full breakdown, and even though it's tricky, since the Suns don't own any first-round picks, there's still a small chance Morant ends up in the desert. The Suns don't have to go after another star right now, especially after all the major moves they've already made. Still, the idea of trading for Ja Morant is hard to ignore. Phoenix is in a rebuilding phase. Kevin Durant was traded, Bradley Beal got waived, and a bunch of young players joined the team over the summer. The franchise is turning the page, with Devin Booker leading the way and surrounded by Mark Williams, Jalen Green, and Ryan Dunn. The problem? The Suns don't control their first-round picks for the next few years, so tanking isn't really an option. Plus, Booker, even though he's locked up long-term, is already 29. That means the team might want to start competing again sooner rather than later. And that's where Ja Morant comes in. Things between him and the Grizzlies have gotten messy. Their relationship is falling apart, and it's only a matter of time before one side decides they've had enough. Morant feels disrespected, and Memphis seems tired of dealing with his off-court drama. If Morant really hits the trade market, his price tag will be way lower than it used to be. There was a time when getting him was unthinkable. It would have taken a massive trade package, something like what the Suns gave up for Durant. He was a rising superstar, both on and off the court, but those days are gone. Morant isn't the same player, and the Grizzlies won't be able to get top value for him. Right now, he's a depreciated asset, which makes this the perfect buy low opportunity for a bold team like Phoenix. One trade idea from Valley of the Suns. Memphis Grizzlies receive Jalen Green, Nick Richards, 2032 first-round pick swap, 2 second-round picks. Phoenix Suns receive Ja Morant. In this scenario, Memphis gets a young guard to fit in with their core of Scottie Pippen Jr., Zach Edey, Jalen Wells, and Cedric Coward. Richards is mostly there to match salaries, but he could help early in the season. Draft-wise, the Suns would offer their 2032 pick swap and 2 second-rounders, basically the best they can realistically do. Would that be enough for Memphis? Maybe not, but Jalen Green is a legit young piece who gives them a new direction without fully rebuilding. And for Phoenix, that's about as good a deal as they could pull off. Would the Suns say yes? Almost certainly. Owner Matt Ishbia isn't the type to stay quiet. This would be a loud, flashy move, pairing Booker and Morant in the backcourt. Sure, both have had injury issues, but they could balance each other out throughout the season. Unlike the Durant and Beal trades, where Phoenix clearly overpaid, this one would be a smart buy while the market's low. The big question is, would Morant actually fit in Phoenix? That's a tougher call. He's still talented, but not the same explosive player he once was. His shooting is streaky, his defense shaky, and his athleticism isn't what it used to be. Still, there's a chance he could rebuild his game, and maybe even rediscover his passion for basketball. In Phoenix, it's possible, but far from guaranteed. In the end, it's a reasonable price to pay for Morant, and it does make sense for both sides. It's not the path most teams would take, but if the Suns decide to roll the dice, this could be a very interesting gamble. Would you like me to make this version sound even more like a YouTube narration, faster paced, more conversational, and designed to grab attention in the first 5 seconds? That would make it hit harder for video audiences.